Awesome. So I want you to tell everybody kind of what was the situation? Was it a diagnosis or something like that? How long have you had it?
I got injured at work doing construction on a roof of a house, and had to have some operations done, and pretty much went to every major hospital in Georgia, and my last stop was Shepherd Center, and I told the doctor to cut my leg off because I wanted to get better so much. And they diagnosed me with what they call a chronic regional pain syndrome or reflex sympathetic dystrophy. So even though it was, I guess you could say, specifically started, in the knee region, it became more mental and physical, the burning pains, the sleepless nights, the anxiety, the stress. It wasn't just pain in the knee, it was pain throughout my whole body. Get cold sweats, nauseousness, extreme burning pain. And it was terrible. It was terrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
And you had to walk with a crutch.
15 years. October 1st, 2010 is when I got injured.
How old were they there?
Ella, the little one, was 3, and our older daughter, Anna, was about 6, 7. When he got hurt, she was 3 months old, though. Wow. Dad always had 3 legs in the little family drawing.
Yeah,
Dad had 3
colorings,
legs.
from school and preschool, and I'd always have a crutch, and I was like, I hated it.
She was 3 months old when he got hurt, so she had no recollection of her dad walking on his own.
So how many years?
15 and
15
a half.
15 and a half years.
15 and a half years.
This is your oldest daughter, correct?
That's our oldest. Yeah.
Oldest daughter.
Yep.
When was that?
May of
2024. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the taller of the 2 in that first picture.
Yeah. And then we have October 26th. They get
Yeah.
notice.
Yeah. So after we left here, it was October, right? October what? 26th? I was just in a terrible place in my life. Terrible place. Like this gentleman here stated earlier, I wasn't suicidal, but I just remember waking up every day going, what is this for? The pain pills, the chains. I never quite understood the meaning of bondage, and chains, and the yoke. And it just drained me. I stopped doing things my way, and that the Lord has his way with me. And I did not realize what he was going to do. And my wife tells me, she says, I look different. I don't look different. I smell different. How do you say it?
He looks like my husband and he smells like my husband, but he doesn't sound or act like my husband.
I remember dropping my daughter off at school, and I was going through a really hard time, and everything was dark. Daytime and it's dark. Like the sunlight used to bring me joy in the morning because the nights were just full of fear and anxiety and death. The Lord's never really spoke to me before. How does that sound? How does this work? How does that go? And it was like how you talk to yourself in your head. How you think to yourself in your head, but it's not you. And it said, get in the shower. So I go to get in the shower, and I go to get my clothes out of my dresser. And this is January 7th. So a couple of months removed from this evening. But, so it told me to get in the shower. So I'd already quit drinking. I'd already submitted my life to the Lord. And I went to get in the shower and get my clothes out, and that shirt was on the very top of my dresser drawer. I'm a very simple man. I got like 30 shirts. They're all Hanes, whatever, summer, whatever. But this one, there's no way there's only one I have in that color. There's only one I have in that color. And there was no way it should have been sitting on the top right there. No lie, guys. I immediately thought of them, and I just remembered, I had like a flashback of that night, you know, and just thinking about them and just thinking about how they could have been doing anything that night, but they chose to be there and to be there for me and my family, and it just meant the world to me. So I went to get in the shower, and I guess I just had that mindset. I wasn't dirty, so I kind of really wasn't focused on cleaning, and I just remember letting the water pour over me, and I just remember praying that the Lord just bless you and your wife wherever you guys were on your journey. I opened up the shower curtain. There was that crutch just staring at me, and it was like the crutch was alive. I could not stop staring at that crutch. Like I knew something, you know, I'm like just looking at it. And I'm like, you know, like thinking to myself, like, why can I not stop looking at this crutch? Long story short, I get out and I grab my crutch. And something just felt terrible in me. Like, you know, just, what are you doing? I said, no, don't touch it. I think I tried to cheat it at first, and I tried to treat my crutch like a cane and grab it by the handle and take a step like that just to not feel that pain. And no, stop, walk. So then I remember trying to go out with my bad leg like this with all my weight back here, and I just real quick was like 1, 2, 3, and I just did a little cheat step like that, as average and as normal as I could. And I didn't feel one lick of pain. Not one lick of pain. And it was like just dropped to your knees and just thank the Lord. And I'm just down there and I'm crying, I'm boo-hooing. I'm like you know, just out of control, crying, just happy tears of just, wow. I don't know what happened in that water that night. I cannot tell you, but I'm pretty positive I met Jesus in that water. I met a bunch of believers in that water. I met a bunch of fighters in that water. And I'm just forever grateful. Wanting to get my youngest daughter, Ella, off the school bus, because that was one thing I was never able to do with my oldest or her.
So this was the first time.
Yes, sir. You guys
I
got a video
of that.
right?
Y'all want to see that? So it's never happened. He's never been able to pick you up. You got like a long driveway. Is that what
Yeah.
that is?
Yes, sir.
Make sure there's audio on this one.
Oh.
That looks a little funny. But I'll fix it.